emotional and beautiful NBA moments. One player was expected to be the future of the NBA. His name was Isaiah Austin, an incredible center, expected to be a top 5 pick. Isaiah was getting ready for the biggest day of his life, the NBA draft. But only 4 days before the draft, Isaiah Austin was diagnosed with an illness so serious it ended his NBA career before it even started. But what the NBA did next was amazing.
Before we continue tonight, I want to take a moment to recognize Baylor center Isaiah Austin. He is one of the nation's best collegiate players and was expected to be picked tonight before the discovery just a few days ago that he had a genetic disorder called Marfan syndrome and is no longer able to play competitive basketball. That with the next pick in the 2014 NBA draft, the NBA selects Isaiah Austin from Baylor University.
One of the biggest blessings of my life. I've worked so hard to get to this point, and unfortunately it was taken away, but when God closes one door, he opens up another for you.
Even though he could never play an NBA game, Adam Silver made sure his dream of getting drafted would still come true. But our next moment had everybody crying. Kevin Durant shocked the world, becoming the youngest MVP in NBA history. And his MVP speech is the most emotional one we've ever seen.
I don't know why I'm crying so much, man. I know you guys think I forgot Russ, an emotional guy who will run through a wall for me. I love you. A lot of people put unfair criticism on you as a player, and I'm the first to have your back, man. Just stay the person you are. Everybody loves you here. And last, my mom. I don't think you know what you did. The odds were stacked against us. Single parent with 2 boys. By the time we were 21 years old, we wasn't supposed to be here. You made us believe. You kept us off the street, put clothes on our backs, food on the table. You sacrificed for us. You the real MVP.
Durant poured his heart out during this speech, earning everybody's respect. But what happened to Gordon Hayward might be the saddest moment in NBA history. After becoming an All-Star, Gordon was traded to the Boston Celtics. He was hoping to become a superstar in Boston and lead them to a championship. But after only 5 minutes on the court, a disaster happened.
This is the guy that probably hit the biggest shot in Cavs history. They're going up. Oh my goodness. Hayward came down so hard. Okay, Hayward broke his leg. Hayward has broken his leg. Hayward has broken his leg.
Celtics players were praying for Gordon. Even the opposite team was praying for him. They all realized this moment was bigger than basketball. An NBA player's worst nightmare was happening right in front of their eyes. Gordon Hayward broke his ankle. He was depressed, not knowing if he would ever play basketball again.
And when they were carting me out, that's when it hit me emotionally. Like is this my career? Is this over?
It was tough to get back into the game after watching that kind of injury, that kind of aftermath, and seeing the reaction of all the players on the court.
And I remember seeing my mom, and she's crying.
But his story wasn't done. Miraculously, Gordon Hayward returned the next season. He wasn't the same player, but at least he got back to doing what he loved, playing NBA basketball. But in our next one, LeBron James has the biggest moment of his career. LeBron left Cleveland without winning them a championship. Cleveland felt betrayed, and deep down, LeBron knew he let Cleveland down. But in 2014, LeBron decided it was time. It was time to make things right. He left the Miami Heat and once again joined the Cleveland Cavaliers. Finals with one goal in mind: to bring Cleveland an NBA championship. This time, LeBron wasn't by himself. He had a new teammate, the young superstar Kyrie Irving. Cleveland fans were putting their hope in LeBron one last time.
Welcome back home! Welcome back home!
Welcome home, LeBron!
I knew he was coming back.
The Cavaliers make it to the playoffs, and while LeBron is struggling, Kyrie has his back, helping push the Cavaliers to the NBA Finals. But there was one problem. They were facing the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors just went 73-9, having the best regular season in NBA history. And things got worse as the Cavaliers went down 3-1 in the series. The Warriors were making fun of LeBron, acting like they already won.
People's feelings get hurt even if they're called a bad word. I guess his feelings just got hurt. Some guys just react to it differently.
The whole world thought this series was over, but LeBron had other plans.
Clay said, I guess he just got his feelings hurt.
James against Rush. Leans in, trying to draw the foul. Got him up, count it, and one. 40 points for LeBron James. One of the all-time great finals performances. McAdoo's in the game. James Jones gets off the bench. He's going to come in. James finishing touches on a magnificent performance.
And now comes Game 7. 2 minutes left. Tied at 89. Cleveland needed a big play from Kyrie and LeBron. Cleveland needed a championship.
What's up? Oh, LeBron tracked him down and made the reject.
Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up.
It's good! Kyrie Irving from downtown! Trying to stay with Curry, catches, one dribble, steps back, puts up a three, won't go, rebound tip taken by Spades, final seconds, it's over, it's over! Cleveland is a city of champions once again! The Cavaliers are NBA champions!
LeBron did what most players couldn't. He won a championship for his hometown team. He was forgiven for joining the Heat and is now forever a Cleveland legend. This moment was filled with joy, but now we see LeBron filled with sadness. After the death of Kobe Bryant, everyone was hit hard, but it was different for LeBron. Kobe was his rival, which made LeBron train harder to get better, and LeBron made Kobe train harder to get better. The two best players of this generation trying to be the best. But when Kobe died, he wasn't LeBron's rival anymore. He was LeBron's friend.
Now I know at some point we will have a memorial for Kobe, but I look at this as a celebration tonight. This is a celebration of the 20 years of the blood, the sweat, the tears. Tonight, we celebrate the kid that came here at 18 years of age, retired at 38, and became probably the best dad that we've seen over the last 3 years, man. I want to continue along with my teammates to continue his legacy, not only for this year, but as long as we can play the game of basketball that we love, because that's what Kobe Bryant will want. So in the words of Kobe Bryant, Mamba out, but in the words of us, not forgotten. Live on, brother.
LeBron didn't need to prepare his speech because he spoke from the heart, and his final words, never forgotten, are true because 5 years later, none of us have forgotten Kobe. We all still remember him and miss him. But now we see one of the most surprising moments in NBA history, a moment the league was not ready for. Magic Johnson was the best point guard the NBA has ever seen. He was in his prime, winning championships for the Lakers. But one day, he had an announcement to make that changed the NBA forever.
Because of the HIV virus that I have to retire from the Lakers today.
The dazzling career of one of the world's best-known athletes is over.
At the time, people felt embarrassed to admit they had HIV, but Magic Johnson did it in front of the whole world. His NBA career was over, but he dedicated his life to HIV awareness, helping people not get the illness that he got. But our next one was even more emotional. Allen Iverson was inducted to the NBA Hall of Fame, and he gave the greatest Hall of Fame speech of all time. Iverson starts the speech by thanking someone for saving his life, and that someone was his coach.
Coach Thompson, for saving my life, for giving me the opportunity. No other teams, no other schools will recruit me anymore. My mom went to Georgetown and begged him to give me a chance, and he did. Once I started to listen to him the way I was supposed to and was coached by him, that's when I became an MVP. That's when I became an all-star.
Iverson almost quit basketball. Iverson almost lost his life. But in this moment, he realizes how important all these people were to him. They helped his career. They helped him become the person he is today. And most importantly, they helped Allen Iverson still be with us today. But our next moment is a tragedy. Kevin McHale was a Celtics legend. After he retired, he became a coach for the Timberwolves and then the Rockets. Everything was going amazing, but one day his life changed forever. Kevin's daughter, Sasha, was diagnosed with lupus. Only 14 days later, she passed away at the age of 23.
The daughter of Houston Rockets coach Kevin McHale has died after losing her battle with lupus. Sasha McHale was just 23 years old at the time. She'd been a college student before the illness forced her to withdraw from classes. Lupus is a chronic autoimmune disease which can attack any part of the body.
Losing a child is the worst thing that could happen to a parent, and the whole NBA community was thinking about Kevin McHale, including Kevin Garnett. McHale used to coach Garnett on the Timberwolves and was a big reason Garnett became a superstar. When this tragedy happened, McHale was a coach for the Rockets and Garnett was playing on the Celtics. The Rockets beat the Celtics in a regular season game. Everyone knows Garnett was one of the most competitive NBA players ever. He had no friends on the basketball court, but this game, Garnett made an exception.
Kevin McHale so close over the years. Kevin McHale drafted Kevin Garnett back in Minnesota in '95, and of course, they became so close during the years. With McHale's passing of his daughter, Sasha, who was suffering from lupus. Every time Kevin McHale sees somebody who's been close in his life, it's brought him to tears.
Rest in peace, Sasha McHale. It's been 12 years, but we still remember you. But in our next moment, one player had a chance at becoming the NBA GOAT. Yao Ming was dominating the NBA, standing 7 feet 6 inches with the skills of a point guard. Yao Ming was unguardable on offense, and his defense was so good, he was the only player to lock down Shaquille O'Neal. After 8 seasons in the NBA, Yao Ming was an all-star every season. He was on track to become the greatest center of all time, until disasters happened. Yao Ming fractured his toe. The next season, he fractured his right leg. Doctors told Yao not to play basketball anymore.
Your doctor, I believe, told you you could play 2 or 3 more seasons, but re-injury was all but guaranteed.
But Yao Ming knew his potential. He knew he could be one of the GOATs, so he kept playing. Only a few months later, Yao Ming broke his foot, but he had the heart of a lion because he kept trying to come back. But the injuries weren't stopping. In 2009, he needed ankle surgery. In 2010, he fractured his foot again. 4 straight years, Yao Ming had a season-ending injury. His left foot was now permanently numb and his NBA career was over. Yao Ming was so good that even though he only played 8 seasons, he still became an NBA Hall of Famer. But because of the injuries, we will never know how good Yao Ming could have been. But our next moment is one of the biggest moments in sports history, as LeBron James breaks the record nobody thought could be broken: Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's scoring record.
Here's a 3 on its way. There you go. That's the first made basket of the night. Here's of age. Here's James. Take it on Wiggins. Bumps him out of the way. And it goes and one. Schedule. LeBron fires at 3. That one's into the teams we go now. 19 away. It's over. Westbrook finds James. James lays it in. 9-point game. Lakers trail. And here's James on the line from Westbrook. Davis. Oh, great effort. Crashes in. Walker finds James. James lays it in. He is a basket away now. Westbrook looking for James. He's got it. Coming to the end of the third quarter. LeBron James, a shot in history. LeBron stands alone.
But this moment gave the NBA world a chance to appreciate LeBron and what he's done in his career while he's still here with us. These are emotional and beautiful NBA moments. But what about the 20 weirdest moments in NBA history? I've got to see that.